in the quiet corners of the Pacific Northwest, where fog drapes the towns like a soft blanket, a legend is whispered. They say that if you're lost, truly lost, and wander the streets just as the clock strikes midnight, you might find it, a door where no door was before. This is the entrance to the Midnight Library. Inside, there's no librarian, only the gentle rustle of pages. The books here are alive. They don't just hold stories, they sense your heart's deepest needs. Lean close, and a book might just whisper the very tale you need to hear, a story meant only for you, to heal, to guide, to bring you peace. It's a place where stories find you, transforming the quiet of the night into a moment of pure magic. If you love stories that spark the imagination, be sure to follow along for more wonders. Thanks for listening. Have you ever felt lost, walking through the quiet streets of your own life, searching for an answer you couldn't quite name? In the sleepy, fog-draped town of Port Blossom, nestled deep in the Pacific Northwest, such feelings are as common as the morning mist rolling in from the sea. The townsfolk here live quiet lives, their days marked by the chime of the old clock tower and the salty air that clings to everything. But when the clock strikes midnight, something magical happens. For those with a heavy heart or a restless soul, a path appears where none was before, a cobblestone alley, leading to a place that exists only in the hushed moments between one day and the next. This is the story of the Midnight Library. It doesn't have a sign, just an old oak door with a brass handle shaped like a crescent moon. It never appears in the same place twice, and you can't go looking for it. It finds you. It found Elara one Tuesday night as she sat on a park bench, the weight of unspoken grief making it hard to breathe. Her grandmother's favorite armchair sat empty in her living room, a silence that screamed louder than any noise. As the town clock struck 12, the fog around her swelled, and there it was, a warm, golden light spilling from a doorway she'd never seen before. Drawn by a force she couldn't explain, she stepped inside. The air smelled of old paper, leather, and something sweet, like cinnamon tea. Shelves stretched up into an endless, vaulted ceiling, crammed with books of every size and color. There was no librarian, no checkout desk, just an inviting silence. As Elara wandered the aisles, a strange thing happened. Books began to stir. A faint melodic whispering filled the air like wind chimes made of secrets. She reached out, her fingers grazing the spine of a small, green leather-bound book. As she touched it, a voice warm and kind like her grandmother's whispered directly into her mind. It wasn't reading words on a page. It was feeling a story. The book told her a tale of a lonely star who learned to shine its brightest by sharing its light with the darkness. It spoke of cycles, of goodbyes that were not endings, but transformations. The story wrapped around her like a warm blanket, easing the ache in her chest. It didn't erase her sadness, but it gave it a place to rest, a new shape to hold. For the first time in months, Elara felt a flicker of peace. The story wasn't just words, it was medicine for her soul, prescribed by the library itself. Then there was Leo, a young artist whose canvas had been blank for a year. The vibrant colors he once saw in the world had faded to gray, his inspiration lost in a sea of soot. One rainy midnight, while walking home from his empty studio, he saw it, the moon-handled door tucked between the bakery and the old tailor shop. Inside, the whispers led him to a towering, oversized book bound in what looked like a painter's canvas. The moment his hand touched it, his mind exploded with color. The book didn't tell him a story with characters or plots. It sang to him in hues of sapphire and gold, of emerald forests and fiery sunsets. It showed him the dance of light on water, the intricate patterns of a frost-covered leaf, the deep, joyful red of a child's laughter. It reminded him that inspiration isn't something you find, it's something you remember. It's the world breathing its beauty into you, waiting for you to breathe it back out. When Leo left the library that night, the rain-slicked streets shimmered with 1,000 colors he hadn't seen before. The next morning, his canvas was no longer blank. The Midnight Library doesn't offer escape, it offers understanding. It holds stories for the heart that has forgotten how to hope, for the mind that has forgotten how to dream, for the spirit that has forgotten its own strength. Each book is a mirror, reflecting the part of yourself you need to see the most. It could be a tale of courage for someone facing their fears, a story of connection for someone feeling isolated, or a whimsical adventure for someone who has forgotten how to play. The magic isn't in the ink or the paper. It's in the profound connection between the story and the listener. The library knows that, sometimes, the answers we seek aren't in grand philosophies or complex instructions. They're hidden in the simple, timeless power of a story well told and well heard. It understands that to heal, we sometimes need to step out of our own narrative and live inside another's, just for a little while. As the first hint of dawn approaches, the library's magic begins to fade. The whispers grow soft, and the warm light recedes. Those inside feel a gentle nudge, a quiet signal that it's time to return. When they step back out onto the street, the oak door is gone, the alleyway just a normal, empty space once more. They are left with no proof of their visit, save for the story now nestled in their hearts and a newfound lightness in their step. Elara carried the star's light within her, and Leo saw the world through a painter's eyes again. So, tonight, as you get ready for sleep, listen closely to the quiet. The world is full of magic, hiding just beyond the veil of the ordinary. Perhaps, in your own town, in the deep hush of midnight, a library is waiting for you. It's waiting to whisper the exact story you need to hear. What story would it choose for you? What part of yourself is waiting to be rediscovered in its pages? The possibility itself is a kind of magic, isn't it? Thank you for joining me on this journey to the Midnight Library. If this story sparked a little wonder in you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more tales that explore the magic hidden in our world. Until next time, may your dreams be filled with wonderful stories. Sleep well